can we revive Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2? This is a question many YouTubers have been trying to figure out. But with the recent knowledge we've been getting from EA and statistics, my answer is a resounding yes. Just hear me out. Though the game has been dying since the last update, we have had some promising events that are actually favouring a positive outcome. Like EA Shepherd, who has been giving insider information on what the EA team has been doing with the game. But I don't want to dwell on the information you probably already know from other YouTubers, so let's take a deep dive into the heart and soul of the game. So very recently we've had the highest peak of players playing simultaneously since July 2024, with just under 3,000 players, which I find really impressive since it's just a random weekend. So just a 1,000 number step up from last weekend. Plus we can go even further back. Look at this increase since October 2024, from 1,265 to just under 3,000 players. And not to mention the increase between June 2024 and July 24. Like, what?
Stop with the people!
These high figures back in July 2024 are actually what caused EA to relook at the game. It's actually incredible that the player base actually caused this update, or this talk about an update, but more on that later. Another incredible event is the attraction coming from the recent Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 TikToks, believe it or not. An otherwise unknown creator by the name of LP, and this guy has recently gained a massive amount of views by simply showing his best clips from the first 2 games. These videos get millions of views, tens of thousands of likes, and hundreds of comments either saying that they're enjoying his content a bit too much, or saying that they want the return of their favourite childhood game. I'm telling you, there is at least 10 of these guys in every single short, just wanting the return of this game. First of all, congrats to him for helping revive the abandoned game, but on the other hand, why is this game still dead? Why and how are these videos getting so much attraction, but the game is still capped out at 3,000 players? Even though videos are still getting hundreds of thousands of views, even though there are thousands of new players, it still falls short. Now, I've blamed this phenomenon on 5 different things. I'm sure there is more reasons, and if you can think of them, let me know in the comments, but the ones I found are as follows. There are players waiting for an update. So these players are staying hopeful and will return to the game when they have reason to. So when there's an update or really anything, special event. 2, they got bored. New games come out every day, so it's incredibly hard to stay locked in a game for many years at a time, especially with no real change to it. Number 3, they played Battle for Neighborville once and ended themselves. Number 4, the hackers. I admit this is a valid reason. They are very annoying, and every last one of them can go suck an egg. Or maybe they just got older. We don't stay young forever. NTDM said that best. So taking all of this into account, I've realised we have an interesting stalemate of epic proportions. So as we've established, the Plants vs Zombies community is waiting for an update to give them a reason to play the game again. I believe the majority is in this predicament. But also, the only reason EA took interest in the game again to begin with was because the player base was so high. See where I'm going with this? EA wants players for an update. However, players want an update to give them the reason to play again. This is a very difficult situation for a dead game to get out of, but there is no reason that PvZ shouldn't get the treatment it deserved after such determination from the community so many years later. So earlier in the video, I mentioned a creator named Nipplem. He's a big TikTok guy, and I've managed to actually get him in a call for an interview, just to give another opinion on the situation and see his point of view for the future of the game. First question, what do you think of the state of the game?
Quite a lot of hackers, but it's not the end of the world, you know, you can just find a different server. The ping isn't that bad because it's not that laggy, and then balancing is overall pretty good except for Cosmic Brains.
What's wrong with Cosmic Brains?
He's terrible.
Alright, so what about balancing?
I think most of the characters, even like the ones that aren't that great, I would say like Fire P isn't that good. There are like a load of sunflowers that aren't great, but if you know how to play them, then it doesn't matter too much.
When do you think the next update is going to happen, if there's a next update?
I mean, I'd hope this year, because I've seen like some fella at work and at EA was like, I'll pass it on to the higher ups, you know. If they do, I just hope they don't turn it into Fortnite or something.
So what do you think of the potential that the game has left?
Yeah, there's loads. I mean, we've seen it with Battle for Neighborville, except for that they did it really poorly and changed too many features, but you can see like all of the different variations that could have been, like the dragon. There's still loads of cosmetics, and I mean, since variation is like with the different variants of characters, you can just create so many different things, and plus it's zombies and it's plants, so it doesn't have to stick to anything realistic.
A very important question, what's your opinion on feet?
I love feet.
I'll put that one in. Do you think they should bring Plants vs Zombies 1 maps into this game?
Well, if they were to do that, they'd have to well, I mean, I'd love that because I love Garden Warfare 1, but they'd have to fix the bugginess like they have with Walnut Hills, because it's just they didn't mix it very well. Like they didn't import it over that great. I think they were more creative as well at like the end and stuff. Like I remember the one we had to blow up the sunflower. That was epic.
The ending on all of them are really good. Oh yeah, so Crazy Dave wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah.
So if there are any questions you want to ask him, please let me know because I have him in contacts. So some of you may be wondering, especially the new players, why we even want to revive this game in the first place. The main reason is the dangerous amount of potential this game has created for itself. But not just from a player or gameplay perspective, even from a business standpoint. The amount of players that are still buying this game, even the packs, is beyond incredible even after all this time. At this point, they could bring out a P-Shrek and people would buy, no questions asked. Also, it's not like it's rocket science to create a few new variants, maybe a new map, or if they're really going for it, a new class altogether. But I'm no programmer, so what do I know? Another point is the game is completely fine. The servers are fine. Most of the players are... fine. There's only one buggy map. The game is fun and enjoyable for new and experienced players. The game is nostalgic as all hell, and more importantly, they have a whole community waiting for them. Don't keep the devil waiting, old friend. So, we want you to show EA that there are more players than ever who want to return to this dumb game. Yes, the game has its problems like hackers and lack of servers, but a game is only as big as the amount of players that play it. So why not give it a go? Okay, maybe we shouldn't revive this game. Anyway, if you are even slightly interested in reviving Plants vs Zombies, then check out the Discord and Niplum's TikTok in the description below. That would be greatly appreciated. And even if we don't get the results we wanted, this game will forever be more in our hearts. Have a nice day.